Welcome back, everyone, to another Victoria 2 Italy thing. Yeah, last time we talked about the sort of lead up to the sort of irredentist problem that loomed kind of large in like Italian foreign policy throughout basically the period that goes all the way from the Wars of Unification proper, that being 1848 to 1866, all the way to World War I, really. And that is the problem of irredentism. Now, as you can see, we hold claims to like a lot of random areas. There's a lot of like good historical and sort of like, I guess, demographic reasons as to why. I need to do some economy stuff, actually. Yeah, there's a lot of good reasons as to why. Doesn't Emilia-Romagna have... No, he's only got... okay. See, I was thinking of getting him a steel mill. How much steel are we producing? Is that enough for our needs at the moment? So, we're producing 48. 48 is sold domestically. Really, we're using 87. Okay, so actually, time to increase our steel production somewhat. Can we do that in Lombardia? You're lacking iron. Oh. We are lacking in iron. Now, that's quite interesting. Because there's no fucking way we're getting more iron at the moment. Okay. Okay. Interesting. We have iron issues, just like last time. But yes, basically, we have that Savoia steel mill, Veneto steel mill being built. Aren't paper factories profitable? What the fuck? We've got lumber here in Puglia and here in Emilia-Romagna. Sorry, I'll be a bit more quiet because I've got some economy bullshit to deal with. But this sort of combined, these external contradictions of Italian unification, basically it being an incomplete process, as it may, sort of combines with a lot of internal contradictions that are very much present around this time. And those internal contradictions have to deal with basically the conflict between the sort of the two souls of the movement, as it may, that we talked about, that being the sort of democratic and the elitist kind of wings of the, national uprising or whatever. In part, this also has to deal with basically the southern question. Now, all of these things together, external contradictions and internal contradictions, basically lead to Italy becoming kind of an incompletely unified country. And this has... Oh. The militant socialists have risen. That's a lot of fucking militant socialists. Okay. Okay. Alright, militant socialists. I don't think I want to become a republic right now, so I'll just have to kill you. Sorry. Alright, Italian Constantine. Give me a steel mill there, too. That should be more efficient than everywhere else, because it's got more steel. Or more iron, sorry. Oh, shit. He's sieging down my iron! The rebels are sieging down my fucking iron. Alright. Time to take back Torino from the mob. The evil commies. The evil commie mob. Yeah, this happens a few times, by the way, in post-unification Italy. Like, not really uprisings like this, because... but, like, movements of popular discontent / social movements. The only close thing would be the brigandage. Now, let's actually talk about the brigandage, I guess, because it's kind of stupid of me to have not talked about it yet. Basically, after Southern Italy was unified, you may recall that we, kind of discussed how Italy was really not like that unified of a country even before unification, for good reasons, like historical reasons and stuff. Basically, the way that Southern Italy was kind of brought in the fold was not exactly brotherly, let's say. So a lot of Southern Italians were feeling kind of not too bummed about the whole situation, understandably so. Plus, the way that the uprisings that had taken over Southern Italy for sort of the national cause worked was that do this and this, was that essentially there were a lot of social promises that accompanied the impulse of national unification. Basically, Southern Italy was socially more backwards than Northern Italy in many ways. And yeah, basically a lot of promises were made to address that and, give more rights and more equality. Basically, the provisional government that took over after the Bourbon dynasty, that was not yet annexed to Italy, was under the dictatorship of Giuseppe Garibaldi, who was a famous general and I guess independence fighter. Lombardia, we're having issues because we don't have enough unemployment. Really need to look at these fact. Why are you all unprofitable? Because you've got no resources. You've got no resources, okay. We seem to be having quite a bit of a resources issue at the moment. Lumber. We're really lacking in that lumber. Who could do sphere that's got some lumber? I humiliate against the United States of America. Don't think I will take that. East Indies, Sarawak. Siam certainly does not. USA's got a lot. Argentina. That's not a lot. All right, sphering Luongo. Time to... Although, I guess, I think Luongo's going to get, like, annexed by event or something like that by someone. Whatever. Better that than nothing. And, I guess, also time to sphere Tunis. Right. So, how's the sphering going? Wait. Oh, I've been banned. All right. Very sad. Very sad state of affairs. Okay. Okay. Very interesting. Damn, I've got cores on the British as well. Malta. Okay, so yeah, basically incomplete unification and the sort of separation between North and South begins, the so-called Southern Question. Now, a very immediate effect is basically the flaring up immediately after unification of an uprising in southern Italy. That was an uprising that in essence was a social movement for, increased better conditions basically for southern Italian basically peasants, rural families who were suffering basically under the new taxes of the centralized Italian state, and also suffering under a sort of new order that had been created, because the previous feudal order was certainly reactionary and oppressive and all, but it was also paternalistic and sort of was consolidated over, you know, basically hundreds of years of tradition. Okay. Was consolidated over hundreds of years of tradition, and, well, essentially taking all of that away and creating a sort of modern society where everyone was supposed to be equal before the law was exploitable by the southern sort of, by certain sections of southern society, namely previous nobility and sort of the more intellectual urbanite, not really middle classes, but sort of. And basically this meant that the people who were oppressing the peasants before unification were still oppressing them after unification, just in slightly different ways. And so it seemed to them that basically they had lost out. They had lost out in this whole national revolution, national unification deal. Now, this sort of led into, what are you doing? The Franco-Prussian War. Really? Just 1870 instantly declares the Franco-Prussian War. Well, you see, my friend, I think this allows us to bypass our truce with the French. Who are you at war with? Just France. All right, time to go in on France. I've got... enough payments. I've got enough troops. Why not? TBH. TBH, why the hell not? I just need to make sure that I'm actually adding the war goals, because I don't want to fight this for nothing. Okay. Liberate all cores. Let's fucking go. Well, Italy and the Franco-Prussian War. What the fuck? Makes sense, makes sense. Now, my cores are what? Corsica. Just Corsica. Oh, yeah, sure. You're taking my fucking... Right, he's taking my Algeria shit, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. Would also not mind adding some states, but I don't have the infamy for that, right? Yes, give me some more jingoism. I like jingoism. All right. Poor France. Poor AI France, indeed. But yes, basically, this led to a gigantic uprising in southern Italy that basically involved probably 100 to 200,000 between just rural folk and former soldiers of the Neapolitan army. And as I said, in essence, this was a social uprising. It was about trying to rectify the horrifying, basically, inequality that these people were experiencing. But it was coded, actually, in restorationist aesthetic and language, basically flying the flags of the old regime in order to, I guess, lend legitimacy. I'm not a big expert on this whole movement, which is called the brigandage, because despairingly, I guess, Italians in Paris, despairingly the elites or whatever, the ruling classes of the new United Italy called these guys the brigands, because they had kind of begun... There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Germania. Gross Germaniums. Treaty of Frankfurt. Thank you, Gross Germaniums. You've just... Well, actually, in real life, the Franco-Prussian War does relate to Italian unification, but I'm not sure I'll actually have, like, the presence of mind to remember to talk about this in a little bit. All right, give me the analytic philosophy. When do I truce up with the Austrians? 5th of April, 1871. And how about the Hungarians? That is the 29th of November, 1871. So we've still got a few months to sort of chill out. Yes, basically, probably 100,000 to 200,000 deaths, hundreds of thousands of soldiers fighting each other at a single time, in any single time of this happening. So you can tell that this was like not really just, this was not like southern Italy being infested by brigands or whatever. This was a true war, right? And it ended, like, it took a few years for it to end and then die down and be repressed, right? And this is something that... This is something that was never really fully reckoned with by the Italian state. Like, even in the anniversary of... Even around the anniversary of unification, basically... I guess, celebrations and, you know, events that were made did not really talk about the sort of dark sides of Italian unification or whatever at all. And in a way, if you look at the history, it's very understandable because it shows a remarkable amount of incompetence. And like the real story is like a remarkable amount of incompetence and just complete disregard for, you know, the will of populations or whatever the fuck. And it's just not very nice. Not very nice, TBH. Madagascar. Oh yeah, right. You're French. Oh yeah, right. I should probably start sphering these little fuckers because I think I get events to annex them if I sphere them and get me some nice colonies over here. Now, it's worth mentioning that it wasn't just southern Italians being angry at northern Italians. It was also northern Italians being angry at southern Italians, at least the ones who cared. Because southern Italy, a reputation had developed for southern Italy that never really went away of a sort of... Oh, Giuseppe Verdi. Of an area where basically modern society had difficulty sort of developing, right? And there's lots of stereotypes about Southern Italians that are associated with that. And yeah, it's not something that we've really gotten rid of at all, even in our modern state capitalism. Yes, give me state capitalism. That's not something we've really gotten rid of even in our modern Italy. Basically, the stereotype is that, quote-unquote, these people don't really contribute to the collective, right? Because of their nature / their social traditions and upbringing. They're just... you know, inclined to do things informally, you know, relying on their family instead of the state. Therefore, they also don't pay taxes and they get involved in illegal activities and such and such and such. That's how you get to the mafia, basically. Southern society was always sort of more laissez-faire, I guess, in terms of its relationship to the government than northern one. And so... Where are we really? Oh, 30,000 craftsmen in Puglia? Why is this motherfucking winery closed? Huh. Yeah, we really need to build up some industrial infrastructure and shit, because this is disgusting, to be honest. We have not at all... we have not at all paid attention to this part. Actually, we should do that. Next part, we're going to pay attention to infrastructure and economy, and actually talk about the Italian economies, which partly helps explain sort of a lot of things about unification, a lot of questions that you may have in your head, such as, for example, why was it that Sardinia-Piedmont took over as, you know, national unifier and not anyone else? Are we missing, like, machine parts or whatever? Yeah, give me some machine parts. Just getting some random machine parts factories all over the place. Damn, look at that ammunition factory. Look at that ammunition factory go. How are we doing in terms of this? We're actually producing way more small arms than we need. We're using a lot of ammunition. Yeah, that's good that we're producing that much. Artillery, okay. Our production is like way behind that which is needed. Are we stockpiling? Stockpile. Artillery. Increase that production. What the fuck? It's apparently not profitable. Well, don't care. Increase those small arms, even though that's not necessarily needed. It's profitable. Naples. Looks like we have employment there. Yeah, 30,000 unemployed craftsmen in Piemonte. We've got to get that going. Like, come on. No. Looks like we have some Spurg wars going on in Austria or whatever. Toscana. Do you, like, have any resources at all? No real resources in Toscana. How are we doing in terms of consumer goods? Okay, we're doing fine with that. We're producing way more wine than we're actually consuming, which is interesting in terms of Italy. More cloves, that's good. More furniture. I guess that's just expensive and useful. Canned food, we could ramp up that. Yeah, give me some canned food in Toscana. Yeah, let's just chill for a while. Basically, the Southern Society was more or less a fair for a wide variety of historical reasons, right? Very, very wide variety of historical reasons, and, ammunition. I see you. I see you with those, I see you with those fucking, that sulfur. Mainly just the general inefficiency of government, right? Well, what are you lacking in terms of goods? You're lacking iron. You do realize you're literally the iron province. We really need to take over Switzerland, to be honest. We just have so many fucking problems with iron. Could we sphere the Qajar Empire? We could sphere the Qajar Empire. Let's go. Let's sphere the Qajar Empire and get ourselves the Persian iron. Austrian liberation of Horvat. Looks like the Russian Empire and the Austrian Empire are Right. They took over Croatia. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, we should be able to now go in on Hungary. You don't have allies, do you? Cordial with Japan. No, don't care. Poor Hungary, getting bullied even by Italy. Oh, I'm at war with the Ottoman Empire! Yes, 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 yes. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Now, that means I get to go to war with the Ottomans without. That means I get to go to war with the Ottomans without fucking fighting. Whatchamacallit? Without fighting the British, who are their like allies and shit. That's great. That's great. That's fantastic. I love it. I love it. This is fantastic. Excellent. Praise be to Allah. Time to kill the Turks. What's their technology? 9. Yeah, this should be a walk in the park. What's the Hungarian technology? 5. Even better. All right, time to march on Banja Luka. And this means I can add my cores on the Ottoman Empire, basically. I can liberate my cores in Albania, and these are Greece. Okay. Oh, Greece is not in the British sphere? It's friendly with Russia and Britain. Okay, never mind. Kind of annoying. Kind of annoying, TBH. All right. Give me those cores liberated. Ottomans attacking us. Okay. Time to get myself some positivism and actually, like, educate my fucking people and shit. Battle of Tuzla ended in our favor. I could make a joke about, like, Yugoslav war music, but I won't. When you randomly know what Tuzla is, but you don't even live in Bosnia. Okay. I'm just gonna be sitting on the Bosnia until they surrender, to be honest. I don't think they can really do much if I just do that. I could go burn down Constantinople or whatever. In fact, there should even be some Italian population in Constantinople. Yeah, there's like some 2% North Italians and shit. You know, me have a claim to this thanks to Northwest Bantu. Of course, the Northwest Bantus in Istanbul. Although that actually does make some sense as like slavery or whatever. Friendly reminder that slavery existed. Damn. Boom, 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 boom. Shitty defensive general, to be honest. But what can you do? Go occupy Sarajevo. There we go. Easy peasy. Okay, now it's the time to annihilate the annihilate the Ostroids again. Although they're allied to the fucking Russian Empire. Oh, baby, that's annoying. That is super annoying. All right, I don't care. We're gonna do that anyway. Just wait for everything to reinforce. Yeah, I guess the chill part won't be so chill after all. How's the economy like? See, I was thinking that the next part would be a chill one, but it doesn't look like we're gonna have that luxury. Okay, upgrade all the factories. All right, the steamers are starting to steam. We don't really use steamers, but we'll soon use them. How are we in terms of needs? So, our population needs 260 cloves. Really? Really? Then why are there so few cloves factories working? Yeah, Lombardia. You should have a pretty decent cloves industry. Right. We're going to upgrade that shit. Are we actually producing any machine parts? No, we're not producing any machine parts. Because the machine parts factory does not get the machine parts to produce the machine parts. Therefore, we have no machine parts. Research functionalism. Victoria 2 players when they research functionalism, but they cannot function in society. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue, you know. Needing machine parts to produce machine parts, so you can't produce machine parts. Wait, no, okay. I need coal, actually. Oh my god. Oh my god, right, that's a big issue. I've got no fucking coal. Oh, I forgot to sphere the Spanish Republic. I should have sphered the Spanish Republic. I'm so bad at this game. I'm so bad at this game. Could sphere the Serbs. Time to sphere the Serbs. And, yeah, the Qajar Empire. That's a great sphere. That's a great motherfucking sphere. It's gonna take for fucking ever, of course, because... Oh, actually, I can invest in his railroads. That should help it. How are you doing in terms of, industry? Terribly. Gonna build you a machine parts factory. Alright, maybe that's gonna help. Doubt it. Albania. Expand that shit. Yeah, time to kill the Austrians and shit. Still a shitty navy. It's gonna get better. Alright, I think I'm gonna end the episode. Next time... See, I was thinking I was going to talk about the Italian economy, but it's going to be, I guess, more of a gameplay episode, and we're going to murder some Austrians. Because that's just how it works. So thank you all for watching, hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.